Okay, Jackson, first of all, I want to really commend you for making changes and trying some different things, and things look really different, and I want to show you some other things here today that will help us moving forward. So I really like how we're trying to get out and we're getting back late, right? The timing of that is really good as far as we're getting out and we're getting back late. Right? Now what we want to work on, as you can see here, I love how you're reaching and getting into the ground. That's exactly what we want to work on. Okay? Now what we need to learn to do with that is to keep our weight back. I can't draw when I have it split screen, but you can see how you've really gotten your weight forward at that point. Now I've got Christian Walker on the left-hand side, and you can see as he reaches with his front foot and at toe strike, see how his weight is still back. So you are 100% working on the right thing. We're getting forward and getting into the ground. Now if we can keep our weight back, we can see how our weight has gotten forward on that. And as a result, you can see how we've started to come apart as our heel hits the ground, whereas when Walker hits the ground, he's able to, and Walker's heel hits the ground, you can see, if you look at the number 53, you can see how his belly button is starting to turn and his back elbow is engaging independent of the hands. As our weight comes forward on our stride, we don't have that much left to turn with, and it gives us a longer path to the ball. We haven't quite got we haven't stiffened out our front side at impact because we've come a little bit with our arms, and our direction is a little bit around. Whereas as Walker reaches and keeps his weight back on his stride, as his front heel hits, he's able to engage that lower half. Back elbow works independent of the hands, and you can see the differences in the two. At front heel strike there, you can see how your weight has started to slide forward, right? Whereas Walker still has his weight back as he is just turning rather than having that weight commit on his stride. And you can see as your hands come apart a little bit, if we just watch our hands, we can see how they just come apart just a little bit as we come to the ball, versus Walker, whose weight stayed back at toe touch. Then as front heel hits, he engages his lower half, back elbow works independent of the hands. He's able to pull his hands straight out to it. As we just watch the efficiency of his movement in rotating first versus a little more inefficient as our weight comes forward on our stride.